Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are tackling a very ambitious movie among the Yu-Gi-Oh fandom, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time. This movie was a major crossover in the franchise, bringing together 3 generations of protagonists, Yugi Moto, Jaden Yuki, and Yusei Fudo. The movie also introduces the Malefic archetype, known as Sin in the OCG. Used by the antagonist Paradox, these dark dragon and machine type monsters are corrupted versions of the iconic cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, GX, and 5Ds. Most Malefic monsters are special summoned by banishing the original name monster like Blue Eyes White Dragon or Stardust Dragon from the deck or extra deck in order to be placed on the field. We'll get into the history about the movie a little later, but before we get any further, make sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss any updates. Now without further ado, let's get it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time was released in Japan on January 23, 2010 as part of the franchise's 10th anniversary celebration. Unlike a regular series, this was a special crossover event connecting the original Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5D's timelines through one villain, Paradox. The Japanese name Sin plays on truth and sin, reflecting Paradox's belief that dual monsters led to humanity's ruined future. The English name Malefic means having a negative influence, fitting these corrupted versions of legendary monsters. Bonds Beyond Time is a short anniversary movie, but its crossover concept made it one of the franchise's most memorable fan service moments of all time. So let's hop into the story. Paradox comes from a ruined future where human civilization has been destroyed. Believing that dual monsters is the root cause of that destruction, he travels back through time with one mission: erase dual monsters from history by destroying its creator, Maximilian Pegasus. Shout out to Mr. Yu-Gi Boy himself. The story begins in Yusei Fudo's era, during Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Yusei has a nightmare about the Zero Reverse incident, the disaster connected to his father. Seeing that Yusei is troubled, Jack Atlas and Crow Hogan try to cheer him up with a turbo duel, but while they're riding, Paradox suddenly appears and challenges Yusei. During the duel, Yusei synchro summons his ace monster, Stardust Dragon, but Paradox reveals a blank card, fires a beam at Stardust Dragon, and absorbs it, turning it into a corrupted version of the card. Paradox then vanishes through time, leaving Yusei, Jack, and Crow shocked. When they check Yusei's original Stardust card, the artwork has been erased. Back at the garage, Yusei and his friends investigate Paradox's identity. Akiza, Leo, and Luna arrive with old archive records about Yu-Gi-Oh! And Maximilian Pegasus. They also discover reports of Stardust Dragon attacking duelists in Europe, even though Stardust should not exist in that time period. When Yusei zooms into the image, he sees Paradox standing in the background. Suddenly, New Domino City begins collapsing all around them. Jack realizes that if Paradox changed something in the past, the future is now being rewritten. The signer's marks begin glowing, and the Crimson Dragon appears on Yusei's back. Yusei's dual runner is filled with the Crimson Dragon's power, and he decides to follow it through time to stop Paradox. The story then shifts to Jaden Yuki's era in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. In Venice, Paradox attacks Jaden using Cyber End Rainbow Dragon and the stolen Stardust Dragon. Jaden fights back by summoning elemental hero Neos, but Paradox overwhelms him. Just as Stardust Dragon is about to attack, Yusei arrives with the Crimson Dragon and saves Jaden. After Paradox disappears, Yusei and Jaden talk on a rooftop. Jaden is amazed by Yusei's dual runner and learns that Yusei comes from the future. He explains that Paradox is changing history, and Jaden confirms that cards have gone missing from his classmates. Jaden then checks his own deck and realizes his elemental hero Neos card has become blank as well. As the world around them begins to collapse, Yusei tells Jaden that they must hurry. The Crimson Dragon then takes both of them even further into the past. Arriving in Yugi Moto's era, sometime after Battle City, Maximilian Pegasus is hosting a tournament, and Yugi is there with his grandfather, Solomon. Suddenly, Stardust Dragon, Cyber End Dragon, and Rainbow Dragon appear in the sky. Paradox attacks the crowd, destroying the event and killing almost everyone, including Pegasus and Solomon. Yugi arrives in the ruins and finds Solomon's bandana. Devastated by what happened, Paradox stands above the destruction, satisfied that he's completed his mission. Before history can fully change, however, the Crimson Dragon pulls Yugi back in time to half an hour before the attack. Yusei and Jaden meet him and explain everything. Yugi then agrees to help them stop Paradox, save Pegasus, and free the stolen monsters so they can protect the future.
Let's go.
After this, at the event, Jaden summons Jubel to scare the audience away before the attack begins. This helps save the crowd and restores Jaden's Neos card. But Paradox still arrives. He removes his mask and explains his motive. He comes from a future destroyed by duel monsters, so he plans to erase the game completely. Yusei argues that changing time will erase innocent people too, but Paradox sees those sacrifices as necessary. Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei challenge him to a 3-on-1 duel with only 20 minutes before history collapses. The duel begins with Paradox activating Malefic World. He uses stolen legendary monsters to summon corrupted versions, starting with Malefic Cyber End Dragon. Yusei opens for the heroes by summoning Junk Gardna, showing Yugi and Jaden the future technique of synchro summoning. Paradox then summons Malefic Rainbow Dragon, angering Jaden because it belongs to Jesse. Yusei then uses Junk Gardna's effect to slow down Paradox's attacks, but the heroes still take damage. Jaden takes his turn and uses Yusei's Junk Gardna with Elemental Hero Neos to fusion summon Elemental Hero Neos Knight. With Neos Knight's power, he attacks and destroys Paradox's Malefic Rainbow Dragon and Malefic Cyber End Dragon. But Paradox isn't finished. He summons Malefic Stardust Dragon, then uses Malefic Parallel Gear to synchro summon Malefic Paradox Dragon. The sight of his corrupted ace monster horrifies Yusei. Paradox uses Paradox Dragon to summon the original Stardust Dragon and weaken Neos Knight. Jaden protects the team with traps and keeps a monster on the field for Yugi's turn. Yugi then summons Dark Magician, followed by Dark Magician Girl. Paradox expects Yugi to target Malefic Paradox Dragon, but Yugi outsmarts him by using Magic Gate of Miracles to take back Stardust Dragon instead. With Stardust Dragon restored, Paradox Dragon's effect is negated and Yugi powers up Dark Magician to destroy it. However, Paradox uses Malefic Paradigm Shift to summon his strongest monster, Malefic Truth Dragon, fusing himself with it. Time continues running out as Pegasus approaches the event while the heroes' timelines keep collapsing. Paradox summons Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon and Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon, shocking Yugi. He launches another assault, destroying the heroes' monsters and reducing them to only 500 life points. When Paradox prepares to finish them, Yusei nearly gives up, but Jaden and Yugi encourage him. Get up, nigga! Reminding him that their bond through duel monsters brought them together across time. Jaden then activates the Flute of Summoning Kuriboh, allowing Yugi to use Kuriboh and reduce the battle damage to 0. Stardust Dragon then returns to Yusei's field. For the final turn, Yusei activates Stardust Mirage, reviving all monsters Paradox destroyed. Jaden then doubles Stardust Dragon's attack with Neo Spiral Force, and Yugi doubles it again with Dark Spiral Force, raising Stardust Dragon to 10,000 attack points. Yusei attacks the Truth Dragon with the combined power with Stardust Dragon, Dark Magician, and Neos, defeating Paradox once and for all and restoring the timeline. After the duel, Pegasus safely arrives and the three heroes say goodbye. Yugi tells Jaden and Yusei that as long as they believe in duel monsters, their bonds will always be connected. Jaden and Yusei return to their own times. Back in New Domino City, Yusei reunites with his friends and reflects on Paradox's warning. He doesn't know if Paradox Ruined Future was real, but he knows the future is not fixed. It's something people decide for themselves. And that's the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time. Yo, this was actually a dope movie. Like, putting all three of, in my opinion, the greatest MCs from the three greatest Yu-Gi-Oh! Series in the franchise together in one film was actually a dope idea. I feel like after these initial 3 entries in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, the game as well as the anime just haven't been the same. I've gone periods of getting into it and dropping it off again, and honestly, it's been a long while since I've touched the game because I just feel like maybe it's nostalgia or maybe some of y'all out there agree. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! And if these 3 MCs are the peak of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. With that being said, don't forget to join the membership. Really appreciate you supporting the channel. We're at 35k subs. The goal is to hit 50k by the end of the year. Don't forget to attack that subscribe button, flip a trap card on the bell icon, and until next time, deuces.